What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another toy room tour. Haven't done one of these in a while. I was looking around my collection while I was at work today, and I'm like, man, you know, it's been a while since we've kind of gone over what the collection looks like, what I've gotten that's new, what I've gotten rid of. I've gotten rid of a lot of things, gotten out of a few lines last year. So really wanted to just kind of do another one and see what you guys think. The main reason I want to do this is recently we've gotten a lot more viewers. We've gotten a lot more subscribers. So, you know, we did one back in June. I've kind of updated things a little bit. Also, to go with that, this is the last time you're going to see a toy room tour where it looks like this. I have big plans this year to really change things up, get new shelving, and reconfigure things. I'm bored with this. Got a big bonus coming at work, so I really want to update the toy loft and the toy room here. So enough talk, let's get on with it. We're actually going to go in reverse order. So I'm going to actually show you everything here on this side of the room and go around, unlike last time where we started on the other side and came and ended here. So let's start out with Star Wars Black Series. We'll go from there. All right, guys, before we start out with the Black Series, we have to give props to Alf here. Alf sits with me every day, as I mentioned a couple videos ago. Alf, this is his spot. I don't think he'll ever move. Also got a little Beanie Baby my wife got me a couple years ago, so that stays. Also my used coffee cup. Let's get that out of the way. But the little mini Galaga machine too. This needs batteries, but I'll play this every once in a while. And then of course my Vader light that you guys see a lot of in pretty much every video. This is also where Yakking with Yukon gets filmed, if you couldn't tell. But that's where I do all my live streams. So there's the desk, the workstation, the whole thing. So not a lot on this wall has changed. I know it's not November. That calendar needs to go. This actually has changed. This Vader mural that I got. I got this from, maybe it hasn't changed. I can't remember if this was in the last video. If it hasn't, I got this from Hobby Lobby. I've gotten a lot of art from Hobby Lobby. If you guys, I mentioned this the last one, if you guys are into the mural stuff and into the canvas art, Hobby Lobby's a great place to get it. So the Vader's fairly new. I've had the Mandalorian forever. So, and then we kind of went over these things last time as well. But to get to the Star Wars stuff, I cannot figure out for the life of me what to do with my Galaxy Squadron stuff. So it's kind of spread out everywhere. Right here we've got the AT-AT, we've got the Millennium Falcon. Got good deals on both of those. I think I got the Falcon for like 20 bucks. The AT-AT I did pay retail, but that one's a cool one. Wish it was a little bigger, but overall it's a decent one. Also had to add some Black Series here, and I got to tell you guys, my Black Series is like totally out of control right now. I've got too damn many. I really need to get rid of some, but not sure where we're going to go with that. So in this shelf, we've got just a mishmash of figures. Merrick, Admiral Akbar. This Cad Bane is phenomenal. That's the one that everybody found from the Bad Batch at Ross for $6. That is an awesome figure. Great figure. It's too bad he's next to one of the worst figures in the entire line with that garbage Ezra Bridger. Horrible figure. Also, the Luke and Grogu 2-pack. Horrible as well. The Luke's cool, but the accessories barely fit in to the environment, and no. Glad I only paid 16 bucks for it. Down here, of course, we've got some more Micro Galaxy Squadron. Love that shuttle. That shuttle is awesome. This is actually a Hot Wheels Interceptor. Got a V-Wing, and got the Slave one as well. So happy with those, but again, not sure what I want to do with them. Down here, we really haven't changed anything here. That's the Bandai 12-inch Stormtrooper along with Grogu. That's an interactive Grogu. I'm not going to turn him on because once you turn him on, he doesn't shut up. So we're not going to do that. And then a Diamond Select Mandalorian that I've showed you guys in the past as well. So that's kind of what the corner shelf looks like. I've also got a little bit of junk down there where I just kind of keep things hidden. Up with the main part of Black Series, I mean, it's kind of out of control. A lot of good figures, though. Love the Vader. Love the Luke. The Cad Bane's cool. Got a lot of Black Series last year. That's going to be few and far between this year. I just don't see myself getting a lot of Black Series. Definitely not retail and probably not even discount. Black Series is really soured for me. So second shelf, we've got a lot. We got Ewoks. We got Dark Troopers. We got Kenobi. Clones galore. That sort of thing. Third shelf, we got clones. which I actually really love this shelf. I know a lot of people complained about the Republic Commandos, but I actually love them. I wish they were a little bigger, but overall, they're pretty good. 501sts. That Rex has really gone nuts in terms of price. We got Jesse, Fox, a couple of ARC Troopers as well. So all good there. I've still got my Clone Wars Grievous along with a couple of Ewoks. Kylo, Old Man Han, got him for $10 at Ollie's, just like everybody else did. Mara Jade, Sabine, a couple of HK droids. And it's a decent shelf. You know, I still really like the floating shelf style, so I'm happy about that. Moving over, we've switched this up a little bit from the last time you guys saw it. We've added Malgus and the Stormtrooper along with Vader. That's the 8-inch Vader. I can never remember what the hell that thing's called. Along with the Boba Fett and Vader helmet. I haven't gotten any helmets in a long time. The Boba Fett one I got about 3 years ago, and I haven't gotten anything since. And I really don't plan on getting any other helmets, to be honest, just due to space. Also with this, tons and tons of Stormtroopers. I'm a Stormtrooper junkie when it comes to Black Series, obviously. They're just a great figure. We've gone on about that before. Also got all the Inquisitors in here. Once they came out, I really wanted to pack them in with this Empire shelf. This really hasn't changed a lot. In about the last year. So, but I'm happy with it. I'm really not upset with how it looks. I'm really happy about it. The problem is I have too many figures from the Empire, so it's hard to fit everything in. So that pretty much stays the same. Coming down to the next shelf. This is one shelf that actually has changed a bit. I was able to acquire Anakin, both Anakins actually. So I was able to get them in, which the Revenge of the Sith Anakin, I only paid $50 for him. And he's got the alternate head sculpt and everything else. So I'm happy about that. I think that's a good deal. Also got a lot of Sith Lords back there. Malgus, Malak, a couple of Mauls. Even Darth Nihilus. He who was not to be named actually sold that to me. I won't say his name on film because we've had problems. So we'll just move on from that. Also got the light side Vader, Revan, Luke's. Not a lot has changed there, but again, I wanted to mention those Anakins as they're really good figures and very hard to get. I mentioned this last time, definitely one of the best shelves here with all the Mandos. I've kind of changed up a little, not a lot, but a little bit of some of these. Like that Mando, I added Hunter's Scarf. I think he looks pretty cool over there. And then, of course, we've got Pre-Vizsla, huge disappointment, along with... oh, geez, who else knew? The Republic Commando. I'm not sure if I had him last time, but there's that as well. And then, as you can see in the background, just a ton of Mandalorians, which is the way I like it. I think they're all good figures, except for Pre-Vizsla. It's really, I still can't get over that. But there you go. And then on the bottom shelf here, really just a mishmash of Black Series. Nothing really spectacular, but we've got that Rocket Trooper, a couple of Hoth Troopers. Bit Fortuna, just really an odd and end shelf. I'm not really one about creating scenes or putting them together. I kind of just throw them up, however I feel like it. So there's that shelf as well. Also to go with the Black Series, this is going to be a long take, guys. We've got the Enfys Nest swoop bike, which I love. I think I got this for like $26 couple years ago, but I still love it. I still think it's a great piece. And the Enfys Nest is actually a really good figure. So you can't go wrong there. Happy with that. Then as we come along, we've got more Star Wars. So more Micro Galaxy Squadrons. And like I said, it's hard to find a place for these right now. I really want to hang them up on the ceiling, but I've been lazy and haven't got to it. So there you go. And then we've got the Ray Saber. The Ray Saber is pretty damn epic too. Great saber. I'm not going to turn it on for you. You guys have seen the videos with that. But happy about that saber. Nothing wrong with that at all, especially when it's $60. All right, so Star Wars is going to be all one clip because we've got a ton of it. More Black Series. This I'm not really super happy about. I wanted to keep all the Black Series over on that side of the room, but it's spilled into this side. So we may have to sell some. Although there is some really good figures in this shelf. There's the Bastilla Shan, which is a great figure. Hard to find, getting expensive. The Hunter, the overrated Return of the Jedi Vader. I don't like that Vader. The helmet is really janky, really wonky on that. Chrysanthemum, however, is a good figure. Got that Leia for like $5. Got Bosk for $20 at Vintage Dallas Vintage Toys in July. And then the Old Master Maul, another great figure as well. So this shelf, it is overflow, but I do like it. Also got the Sith Trooper. But we really do need to probably sell some and tone it down a little bit with the Black Series. Now we're going to get into a little bit of 3 3/4 inch Star Wars. Now this is pretty much all vintage collection here. And this is not all of it, because we still have to unbox all that. So my vintage collection is small yet growing. These figures are okay for me. I'm more of a Power of the Force, Power of the Jedi, those type of figure guy. But the detail in these things is really good, as you guys know. I really love the Grogu and the Incinerator Trooper, the Endor Luke, the E-Web Cannon, Stormtrooper's great. Even the Paz Vizsla is pretty good too, if you can get him at a good deal. I do not like that Endor bunker. That is severely overpriced, and I'm not a huge fan of that at all. So vintage collection's coming along. As we come down, we now get into Power of the Force, Episode 1, that sort of thing. Again, it's a minimal collection. I'm just kind of getting things back and reacquiring a lot of stuff I had when I first started collecting. I love that Vader. That is actually the removable helmet Vader. The Bespin Luke's cool. The Maul's cool. I mean, I like all these figures. That's why I have them. I'm only really going for the ones I really like. So that's what we've got there. That will be growing. And due to space, I'm not sure how much that's going to be growing. So we'll kind of see what happens from there. Coming down to the last shelf, this is all the retro stuff. Retro and vintage. It's a mixture. Some of these are vintage. Some are retro. Man, I'm not going to sit here and tell you which ones are which, but it is a mixture. Obviously, the newer stuff is going to be retro. But there is some decent vintage mixed in here that are complete, that are in mint condition. So I'm happy about that. Again, this is another thing where I'm not too sure how much further along I'm going to go with this due to space. Another reason we're going to reconfigure the room. So there is the retro/vintage. That will do it for Star Wars. Let's take a look at Transformers next. All right, Transformers. We'll start out with the big boys. All the big boys kind of sit up here right above the TV, as you can see. And I've had these in my collection for quite some time. The Ark, I don't see me getting rid of that. That's a really good figure. A lot of people found him at Ross for cheap this year. I didn't need him. I never saw him. So I'm totally cool with that. Also got Bludgeon, which to me was the best Transformer last year. Really, really like what they did with him. Articulation is phenomenal. Really love everything about that figure. I have no gripes. Omega Supreme, I mean, come on. One of the best Titans out there. Very expensive. He's pushing $300-400 now loose. In box, he's close to $5. So kind of expensive. He's not going anywhere. And then, of course, the vintage Metroplex. I even have the instruction booklet out here. He is 95% complete, just missing that one tower above his shoulder, but a really solid piece too. Just super happy to have him. We've kind of gone on and on and on about that. I have a Dark Trooper here. I don't know why. I was probably doing something one day and forgot to move him. But there's a Dark Trooper. Also got Scorponok, another great figure. Another one I didn't have as a kid, so I'm super glad that I have him now. And we've actually added some guns to him, tons of effects just to give him a little more personality. But his colors are great. The detailing on him is pretty good too. And I'm really happy with Scorponok. I don't see me taking him out of the collection anytime soon either. Also got Tarn. Tarn is another great figure too that I'm very, very happy about from the Evolution line last year. I think they did a great job. That flame effect's actually from some DC figures that I sold, but I decided to keep the flame effect. And then we've got the big boy Devastator, who really needs an update. I think I said this last Toy Room tour, but we really need an updated Devastator. I think he's too big for one thing. He's about 18 inches tall. And it's just, it just needs an update, I think. I think we're to that point where we really need an updated Devastator. Coming here to the old Nemesis. We showed this on the favorite pickups video. This thing is awesome. I have yet to transform her. Yes, it's a her. And just for scale, I've got some of those dollar store Megatron, and Soundwave. So, I mean, those kind of fit in. I mean, they're still a little too big, but this Nemesis is really a cool piece. I was able to get it on an Amazon deal where you could pay in payments. So I think I paid $50 a month for like 3 months, and that was great. So I was really happy about doing that. So there's a Nemesis. Also got old Trypticon back. I actually got this in amazing action over the summer when my brother was here. My brother and my mom and dad. Guy sold him to me for $50. The main reason is he's missing the chest part, the chest door, but for $50, what do I care? I'm totally good with that. The rest of him, actually, he's in phenomenal condition. So for $50 to get a Titan, I mean, that's happening all day. There's no way I won't do that. And then really the surprise of last year for me, this YOLO Park Optimus Primal, unbelievable figure. I'm just shocked still how he's a model kit, but he's not a complex model kit. And his articulation is just phenomenal. I really need to get him in a better pose once we reconfigure the room and get him some more space. But don't sleep on YOLO Park. YOLO Park doing a great job. They just released a bunch more from the Rise of the Beasts. And definitely don't sleep on those. I think Scourge really looks good too. So the rest of the Transformers haven't changed too much, but they've changed a little bit. We put Motor Master over here. Got a lot of the Stunticons in front of him. Again, I'm just too lazy to put them all together. I really don't want him like that either. I want them all spread out and where you can kind of get the gist of all of them. Also added Dirge. I mentioned that last video, so happy to have Dirge. We need a Ramjet. I have Ramjets, but none of them are G1. They're G2 or they're repaints. This also hasn't changed much. We had a Bombshell. Not sure if we had a Shrapnel since, but there's G2 Ramjet, like I mentioned. Bombshell's done really good. I think they did mess up a little bit on his head, but overall, he's not too bad. Not bad at all. Also got Thrust, Galvatron. The Galvatron's not great. I've seen some of the MPs, and you know, when I look at the MPs, I'm like, maybe I need to get into that, but no, probably not going to happen. So there's a lot of Decepticons. Then we did a little bit of a reconfiguration here with the Dinobots and Jetfire. I really wanted just kind of all the big ones on one shelf, which I think looks pretty cool. That sword there that Slag has is actually from that $6 Spawn that I got. So I think that looks cool. Grimlock is absolutely nuts in terms of price. Slag, whatever his name is, he's nuts in terms of price, even though we're getting a reissue. And look at that, a Snarl. Not a lot of people have that, so I'm very happy to have Snarl. Got lucky with that a couple of months ago at Walmart. You guys saw that video in that short, so very happy to have him. As we go down, got Dreadwing, got Sandstorm, Coronation Starscream. He's a hard one to find. That Decepticon Junkion, the Decepticon Magnificus. That's a cool one too. And then, you know, just a mishmash again of some good Decepticons. So pretty happy with this shelf as well. Again, I think more room once I get it will really help things out. And then down here on the last bottom shelf, another mixture of mostly Autobots. Got Bulkhead there. Got a lot of the Weaponizers, the Bumblebee. Yeah, so happy with that too. Can't complain about that one either. Let's go to move back up. We got a lot of Transformers to go through here still. So also got the Bruticus. There is the Maverick. I've got him in plane mode. I actually bought him to leave him in plane mode. I don't really care for the robot mode, but that plane, look at that plane. That plane looks great. The detailing's really good too. I don't care for the robot mode, but I do like the plane mode. Got a lot of the Tetrajet Seekers on here. And the Selects Galvatron, which I got for like $20 on Amazon a little bit ago. So happy with that. Next shelf down, more your classic Decepticons. Starscream, couple Starscreams. Thundercracker, Soundwave, couple Blitzwings. Skywarp, Shockwave, Rumble. Actually got the movie Ravage. I sold the other Ravage. Can't find him again. Should have never sold him. But, you know, that's what happens. Next one, all Autobots. We got Hot Rod, Mirage, Inferno, the Laser Optimus Prime, the Skylynx. I thought the Skylinks got re-released. I can't remember. Don't quote me on that. And then there's a few on here where it's like, I'm not sure what Hasbro's doing because they haven't given us all the updated mini bots. We haven't got another wind charger. We haven't got an updated sea spray. Yet we're popping out all this other crap. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but hopefully they get to it. I know they're going to have gears coming out, so I'm happy that we're going to finally get a gears. So we'll see how that turns out. More Autobots on this shelf. A couple of Jazzes. That Cybertron Jazz right there, great figure. Really, really like that figure. The Siege Optimus, Teletran 1, Hound, Wheeljack, Smokescreen. Just a lot of good. Ironhide, a lot of good figures. More of the Siege versions on this shelf and the Earthrise versions. And then on the bottom shelf, got a couple of the statues that were found at GameStop and Target last year. Starscream and Megatron. Got a few of the Sharkticons, and then, some Pretenders, and, just kind of a mishmash. Another Tarn. Yes, I have 2 Tarns. So there you go. All right, we're not done. Let's keep going. We got more Transformers, and then we'll get to some Ghostbusters. A lot of the Junkions on this shelf. I've got all the Junkions up to date. I've been able to get them all, so very happy about that. Also got Ratchet. I haven't got the new Ratchet yet. I don't think I'll get him until he's on a deep, deep, deep clearance because this one's actually pretty good. The Siege one, I actually really like. Warpath, he's a good one. Power Glide, there's another one where we need an up-to-date one. That's a Power of the Primes one, so we need an update for that one. And then their IM packs. Got that out of a 2-pack with the Senator Shockwave, which I think he was over here. Yeah, there's the Senator Shockwave right there. But back to this. Retgar, a lot of the Junkions. Man, I don't know their names. I can't remember their names, but got them. So there you go. And then more Autobots. The Autobots are just ridiculous when it comes to Hasbro and these lines. I also did not buy the up-to-date Ultra Magnus. That thing's nearly, it's going 100 plus. This Magnus from Earthrise, good enough for me. So we'll stick with him. Rumblings of another Springer coming out. Blaster. Rodimus. Rodimus is a great figure. Perceptor's a great figure. Ironhide's a great figure. This shelf's got a lot of good ones. There's the Beachcomber. He's newer. The Brawn. He's newer. But this shelf's actually got a lot of good Autobots. So overall, pretty happy. The Cup's good. The Bumblebee, the Cybertron one's okay, but he's got a lot of paneling and some issues. So, that's kind of what it is. And then finally, we've got a lot of the Headmasters here. Thanks to T3 Collects for grabbing most of these for me. So thank you, Carlos, man. Always appreciate your help when it comes to grabbing me stuff I can't find in my area. So shout out to him. Go check out T3 Collects if you guys haven't before. I also got all the aerial bots too. I know last video I said I was thinking about selling those. That would be stupid considering they're G1 and they don't make any others. So there's all the aerial bots as well. And like I mentioned, the Headmasters. Got one more little section of Transformers to show you, then we'll move on. These guys are all retro. I did add Hound. He is tiny, as you can see. I mean, $35 for him is a joke. I wish I'd never done that, but I never had him as a kid. And then we've got old Hot Rod, Optimus Prime, Starscream. And then, of course, we're going to save the best for last. You know what that is. My Megs. There's my Megs. And, yeah, he stays in that case. He doesn't come out. Still need to possibly hang him on the wall. He's kind of on the ground just resting here now. But I like him right there. It all kind of mixes together. So there you go. I think that's all the Transformers. Let's go ahead and move on. All right. So this is a new section. This is a new part. You guys have seen this on a couple of videos, but this is all the real Ghostbusters. And we're slowly acquiring these. And man, I'm super happy with these. This might be the most nostalgic line that I have right now, just due to the fact that I had so many of these when I was a kid. Let's go ahead and go over a few. There's the Mummy. They did a Universal Monsters line, as you guys know. So I've got the Mummy, got Quasimodo, got the Marshmallow Man. These are actually the brand new reissues of the Fright Features, the Egon with put together tie. I just got these guys a couple days ago. There's the Venkman. There's the Winston. I think the Man Collects found Ray for me, so we'll have him soon. Got the original. These are also the reissues. These are not the vintage, but the Egon, the Ray, and the Peter. Fearsome Flush. Couple of the snapping ghosts. They both snap. You put their heads back, push down their tongue, they snap at you. There's the football guy, the haunted humans. Those things are awesome too. So we got all those. Ecto 1, that's also a reissue. This is not a vintage. It's about half and half between vintage and reissues with these. Also got a slimed version of the movie Winston. Haven't been able to find the others yet. I don't know if I'll get them. Really, again, room is kind of hurting that. The Eyeball Ghost, again, found him at Ollie's. $4, I think he was. So you can't go wrong with that. The Mailman, got him. Granny Gross, got another little ghost there. Got Winston. I've got it kind of where the light's shining down there, so I like that. We'll go over the firehouse here in a minute, but there's hopefully going to be some upgrades to that. But there's Granny Gross. Never had her as a kid, so happy to have that. And then up top here, we got more. We got a lot of the ghosts that come with the Ghostbusters, and then a couple more of the haunted humans, the Trash Man and the Ex-Cop, and the Slimer, of course, too. So very happy with all of that. You're probably wondering about the firehouse, even though I've mentioned it a couple times. Firehouse isn't in the best condition, but I got this firehouse for $25 on Mercari a couple of months ago. Working on putting it together. I still need to get a sign for it. Those doors are actually 3D printed. Got those from an eBay seller. I have a sign from the exact same seller that I'm going to be buying. And doesn't have the trap or the containment unit, but I honestly don't care. I was more just wanting the actual firehouse than anything. So I'm happy with it. Like I said, it's not in the best condition, but I've got it. That's really all that matters to me. The prices on the new ones are insane. So $25. Hell yeah, all day. All right, let's move over to some Masters. All right, Masters of the Universe. Just got back into this a couple of weeks ago. Already got this many, just going into it. A lot of deals on Masters. A lot of good figures. I'm sticking with the classics. I'm not going into Revelation. Those suck. I like these. We want to kind of get modern versions of the old cartoons. So really, I know a lot of people don't agree with me on this, but I still think Faker is one of the best. Trapjaw, Beastman, Merman, the Barbarian Skeletor with the hooded head. Just opened Clawful today. Another awesome figure. Manny Faces. Just got Too Bad yesterday. Love him. The Battle Armor He-Man. Really good. Brand new Man-at-Arms. Fantastic. Hordak, Sunman. I mean, why I ever got rid of these to start with, I have no idea. I think it was just space, but we got rid of the Joes. The Joes are gone. You guys will not see any G.I. Joes in this room tour. I'm more about Masters. So, sometimes you really got to just stick true to yourself and stick with what you want. And that's kind of what we've done with Masters. Going down, we've shown this a couple times. This is the Lego Seinfeld set. I'm a huge fan of Seinfeld, as I've mentioned before. This thing's really cool. A lot of detail and stuff. So very happy with that. Also comes with Jerry. And then we've changed this a little bit too, to where we got all the pops on a little shelf here from Seinfeld: George, Kramer, Elaine, Soup Nazi, Newman, Jerry. So there you go. That'll do it. All right, let's check out the Turtles, which is the newest part of the collection. All right, so this is kind of the big change to what I had the Turtles like last time. I'll go ahead and pan out. You guys remember last time I kind of had a sectional here right in this area. Well, we've actually taken that out. Got a couch over on the wall. I'm not going to show it to you guys there. It's a little bit of a mess there, but we've really opened things up in the toy room, which is nice. There's a lot more space and it's a lot better. But let's take a look at the turtle display, which I'm pretty happy with. We'll go ahead and start it with the vintage retro stuff. I'm really starting to acquire a lot of these, which makes me very, very happy because, again, like Ghostbusters, this was one of my favorite lines ever. So we're really trying to get a lot of these. Wing Nut and Screw Loose, Crane, Raph, the Muckman, one of my favorites ever. Somebody on Instagram said Muckman's the best TMNT vintage figure ever. I mean, I would put him in my top 3. I would agree with that. Retro Mondo Gecko, Pizza Tossin' Raph, Leatherhead, Rat King, the movie Turtles, Napoleon, I might try to get another one. He has no weapons. Genghis has got all his weapons. Happy about that. Coming down, Usagi. He is complete as well. That is a vintage one, of course. The movie Donnie and Mikey are reissues. The Man Ray's a reissue. Shredder is a reissue. Both the Mikey and Donnie are reissues. This is more like the reissue shelf. Same with Baxter. That is a vintage General Trag. They haven't reissued him yet. Need a new Casey. He doesn't have any weapons. So we're going to really need to work on that. Then, of course, Samurai Leo and Scumbag. That's about it for the vintage Turtles. There is a few more down here by the sewer playset that we'll get to. But let's go ahead and take a look at some more modern stuff. And, you know, we gotta represent here with these guys. These guys are still probably three of my, you know, if I had to pick 10 figures, these three are going to be in that discussion. Because I love these things, especially the Leo, the Raph, even the Donnie. Still working on getting Michelangelo, though. He got really hard to find once I found Leo and Donnie. So we'll still have to work on finding that. I'm not going to get any of the other ones. I'm not going to get them from Secret of the Use or TMNT 3. I have no reason to. But one thing I will get from Secret of the Use that I've had for a while is both these shredders. We got the Super Shredder and then, of course, the Secret of the Use Shredder. I will also be getting his throne because I think he is just super cool and the throne would do him a lot of good. Also got the original Shredder. And really, that's about it for my NECA movie Turtles, which I'm slacking. I need to fix that. Super 7, however, I've got quite a few Super 7s as well. I mentioned last time we did a toy room tour that I was going to get rid of these. I decided against that. For one, they're not worth a lot. Not going to get a lot of money. For two, I just want to keep them. I think they look too good. Even though they have their problems, I think they look too good not to. And also got the Bebop. And the only Loyal Subjects TMNT figure that I still have is this Crane. Definitely the best one that I've seen so far. So still very happy about that. I would recommend him. He is $30, but I think he's good. Also got some vintage stuff. Now, of course, you guys knew about the pizza thrower. I did get the motorcycle at Vintage Stock a couple months ago. It's missing the handlebars, but I got it for like $8. So I was totally happy with that. Bebop, Rocksteady, Foot Soldier, Splinter there in the play set, and then the Mirage Casey Jones, which I got a couple of weeks ago for $17 on Amazon. And as you can see, there's the sewer play set. Got that for $70 Black Friday. Great deal. Never had it. Very happy to have it. Threw a few figures on there just to kind of make it look cool. Original 4, the April O'Neil. And again, we need more room. I've got a lot of the piping down there behind it, and I don't like that. We need more room to kind of really showcase this. You guys will probably tell me it looks good. I think it looks okay, but we really want to showcase it more. So, all right, more modern stuff. We've got the Super 7 Shredder / both versions of the Last Ronin. A lot of those new Last Ronins are calling to me, but again, they're super pricey, so I don't know if we'll go down that road, but they do look good. The Power Rangers, Shredder, the movie, Casey Jones, Super 7 Baxter, that cheap Triceraton, which isn't a bad figure. I can't even remember. That's a Playmates one, but I don't even remember the name of the line. Movie, Splinter, and the king of falling down and causing chaos is this Mirage Shredder. He looks cool, but he will not stand for the life of me. Also got a cup that I got from Hobby Lobby. And then we finally got all 4 of the Super 7 Ultimates Turtles, so I'm very happy about that. I really like these alternate heads. I need to put the alternate heads on all these guys, but I've got one on Donnie, and I think those look super cool. So happy to have all 4 of those guys. Got the NECA glow-in-the-dark Muckman, who's really gotten a little bit harder to find. Super 7 Splinter and Super 7 Mutagen Man. So there you go. That's what the turtle display looks like right now. Super happy to have it, but again, it just kind of needs an update when it comes to display. All right, that was a lot of talking. That was a lot of stuff to show you guys. Again, I've said this before, my collection's not the biggest. You know, you'll see a lot of YouTubers who got a bigger collection than me. I actually like where it's at right now. I'm pretty happy with what I'm collecting, how I'm going about it. It's really just the display that needs to change. So the next toy room tour is going to look a lot different. At least I hope it is. And hopefully we can display things a little bit better. But hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, comment, like, subscribe. Give you one more little overview of what I look at every day. There's the wall, the back wall, and then kind of back over where I sit in most of the videos that you guys see. So there you go. Happy with the collection. Again, if you guys like this, comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one.